coming together. Kimira! Hey everyone, welcome to Elevate Your Power Level, where we analyze the artwork and life lessons from anime. I'm Coach Donnie, and I'm an art teacher, former animator, volleyball coach, and volleyball player. Speaking of being a volleyball player, my voice is really worn down because I just competed in the Chinese 9-man Nationals volleyball tournament, which actually took place near my hometown in San Francisco, where I competed for a team called Flying Tigers, and it was an amazing volleyball event to see all these Asian volleyball players in one building. We had over 100 men's teams and over 80 women's teams. So if you want to watch those games, make sure you check out my channel, Elevate Yourself, where I'll be posting some of the game footage. So I apologize if my voice is not very clear. Also, I want to thank all the members that attended the live stream watch party where we watched the last third of the Kuroko no Basket movie together. It was so fun to interact with you in the comments and just feeling like we're all having a little movie night. Unfortunately, the screen recording of the anime didn't work, so I've uploaded my reaction only, so you just get to see my face and my commentary on it without the anime, and that video is uploaded for members only. So I decided to re-record my reaction to the last part of the Kuroko movie. And if you haven't seen the first and second part of my reaction to the Kuroko movie, make sure you check out those videos linked below. Lastly, one of our channel members recommended that I do a Q&A for Kuroko no Basket. So if you have any questions for me regarding Kuroko, leave them in the comments of this video, and I'll do a separate Q&A video for the Kuroko no Basket series. And now, for the very last time, let's get this Kuroko party started. So throughout the video, you might see me sipping some tea because my voice is completely gone. I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying. I really like this track with just like the headbanger rock. And it's so appropriate for just the intensity of the situation. Also, Akashi is able to enter his own zone. So I think, is this where he combines his eyes and becomes one? And it's so fluid. That animation is so good in this movie. And we have the mental analysis from Midorima. That's cool. So you have like that cat eye. See how the pupil, which is the hole inside the iris muscle, is vertical, and then Nash's pupil is a normal human circle. So his eyes are still separate. I think Nash catches up. Oh, coming out of. I love that sound. And this is the beauty of me wearing headphones this time, is as he's dunking, you hear that iron clanking sound as he misses the dunk. And I just love that image of Nash coming out of the darkness like he came out of nowhere. Okay, so Akashi hasn't learned how to combine those powers yet. Boom, boom, trip. To see someone ankle break Akashi. Oh, making contact with the dribble. I love that animated basketball to make it extra dramatic. Still smiling. The anime laugh. Wow, from Mukun to help him up. And I love that he's saying, I'm going to take care of this. Okay, so you still trust him to do that. So this is a great facial expression from Akashi. You can tell that he is a different person because he has more of kind of a wonder of his facial expression, not like that serious face. And I was just thinking, in his last game against seirin, that was his first time losing to anyone. And I think it's so important to have that moment of losing to somebody. And I love that Akashi lost earlier against seirin because he had to work through the feeling of defeat and learn how to pick himself up out of that. And so for here, as he's losing against Nash one-on-one and got tripped up, he has already had that emotional tool of how to work himself out of this difficulty. So I would like to credit his failure against seirin as the groundwork to succeed against Nash as we watch this part of the movie here. Mm-hmm. The arrogant point. I just love how he's borrowing the hair. Okay, he's not borrowing the hair tie. He just knows that all girls have the hair tie. And this is what I talked about during my live reaction. You see as she's handing the hair tie, these little details are so great. It kind of settles. It's like it just feels so real. You see how it kind of moves and settles in her hand. Sankya, eh. Oh, and we know it's serious when he's tying his hair back. And for him to commit that much. Although I do wish he would have gone into the zone, because I think Mukun in the zone would have been so appropriate for this game with his size. Doste. A body slam. Wow, his eyes got intense. I love that he's still trying, and look at that, Midorima still tried to help with the rebound too. Yeah, give more, Mukun. I like whoever did Mukun's voice. Just kind of very childlike, but still sounds like a teenager. And that's a good way to get under his skin, is compare him to somebody else. And I think this is after they lost. He got slapped on the head. Yeah. And this is such a beautiful image of a worn down rim with a little sparkle, but you see how the paint is chipped off, the dirt's still on there. You see the texture of the basketball net. Even that is kind of threading, and I love the chip paint on the backboard box. The evil silver, still. And he gets a smile, being able to finally compete against someone that can push him. It's kind of like a taller version of Aomine. Such joy. You compete for the great competition and not just winning. Oh, and he finally gets a block against Silver. Even we have a shocked face against Silver. Oh, and he wins the block against Silver as well. Ah, I thought that was a scene where he broke his arm, but not yet. Alright, this is just like a small detail. I wish they would have had a different color towel, because when you have two similar colors, it just visually gets confusing because your eye blends the towel with the shirt. I think they could have just used a regular white towel. That's what most athletes use during sports games. So I wonder why they chose to do a red towel. I think Lauren, one of our channel members, also said that was such one of her favorite details, that Mukun was really holding himself back for all those years because he knew he could hurt somebody. And now he gets to fully enjoy himself playing all out and like getting to express himself fully as a basketball player. Oh, and a block, which I think is very interesting, a very, very deep character of Mukun. Even Silver is doubting himself. You can't get mad at Silver's determination. He finishes that dunk. Oh no, this is where it happens. Oh, yeah, that's a very easy way to fracture your forearm. Poor guy. Yeah, most of the time you don't want to try to brace your fall with your hands. You just want to kind of roll on your shoulder. Now, even though Mukun is injured and can't play, yeah, I don't think Silver did that on purpose. I think they were just playing hard. Now, even though Mukun got injured, he had such a good role in firing the team up and giving the team an extra boost. That's how you know Mukun's reached a different level when he wants to compete even with a broken arm. Oh, we have the angry eyes of Kuroko. And that was enough to convince Mukun. Wow, even Mukun could sense the intensity of Kuroko. Another common anime stance is hand behind the neck. I wonder if non-sports anime characters do this and this. Hi. This is like the hopeful rock music. I wonder if Kuroko's still playing with the... I didn't see if he was playing with the wristband that someone, his Okiwara gave him. 3-2 zone. Does he make him trip again? Oh no, the Phantom Man goes in for the steal. Little poke. Oh, we got zone time though. I love that electricity trailing out of the eyes. It's so cool. And that's perfectly timed, the last 2 minutes. Coming on him with 2 hands. The music is so perfectly timed. And we got Kagami in the zone. Look at those eyes. Yes, and the trash talking, calling them scum in the middle of the play. Double zone. Ooh, even though it's my second time watching, I'm still getting goosebumps during this scene. And I think it's cool that Akashi is still the leader of everyone. And still directing. Yeah, Shintaro. Ikuzo! Even when Silver's yelling, there's spit coming out of his mouth. I thought that was a great detail. And sweat's coming off Akashi as he's dribbling. Oh, is it Fanta? Oh, into the pass. Into Mirarima mid shot. No, alley-oop. Ooh. The formless shot. Yes. Everyone pulling out the special moves. Look at that ball compression. So you see Kuroko's hand. You see as he's hitting it so hard that the ball's compressing. That's realistic, by the way. It's just if you play a ball in slow motion, bouncing off the ground or hitting a tough object, you see it kind of squish before it expands again. The Phantom 6 man. I love that. The disappearing shot. I love how the sweat is also going vertically. Look at this. See how the sweat's going vertically in the direction that he shot it. Four points behind. And now everyone's smiling. That's the difference. Vorpal Swords are playing with so much joy. Let's see if Nash, he will turn on full Super Saiyan mode with that exhale. He will single-handedly win. Now we have the headbanger music. This is the Nash track. Even with Kagami in the zone, dunks over him. Yeah, dunked on your biggest, best athlete. He has got that slumped zombie look. I like how Midoriyama is always analyzing things with Akashi. And now his ultimate form is simple, good, clean basketball technique. His final form. But I love Aomine's resolve. Vorpal Swords, Vorpal Swords. Oh yeah. So at this point, I think Nash knows he can just trade points until the time's out. I love that, finishing the shot, already knowing it's going to go in. Because it's only 50 seconds. The formless shot, I love that, by the way. That does happen in real life. Still 4 points. I love the electricity sound is still happening as they're talking. His eyes are so big and scary. Oh, and this is where Akashi becomes one with himself. This is one of my favorite scenes. And you have to play against bigger, better competition to unlock yourself. You know what's really touching about this scene is I think he created this second persona because of his mother passing. We have the ghost in the shell. Magic coming out of the body. Arigato. Such a cool scene. Nashi! The ultimate form. Yes. So he can read and see the future and calculate the best options. Even further in the future. Oh, he just does a naked steal from Nash. And this is where they finally catch up. And as you do the half-court shot. Oh, the full-court shot. I love how they zoom in on the controller at that moment. Man, 1-point game just like that. Holding his fist up with confidence. He's probably checking on him, asking him, which Akashi are you? Because no one knows what happened. And they have a game to finish first. Defense. That's a funny facial expression. I just noticed the Jabberwock's jerseys look like Monster, the Monster energy drink brand. I wonder if that's intentional. Yeah, they're just trying to burn down the clock. But Kuroko's gonna come from the darkness. Yes, the same way that Nash came out of the darkness. Oh, so sneaky. And this is where they combine forces. Form fusion. Oh, so cool with that foot just turning and sliding. Yes. The determination of Kuroko. And we have so many goosebumps. One of the coolest scenes. Air Law Pass. 2 guys in the zone. Coming together. Ah, Kimura! The final sword into the Jabberwock monster. Man, that was an awesome scene. I feel like every sports anime has like a yelling moment where just the entire audience and the teammates just scream with their souls. What a beautiful moment. And really a victory for all Japanese basketball. Join our channel memberships and be a part of an exclusive interactive community where you receive early access to all my reaction videos 5 days before they get released, behind the scenes content, members only polls, monthly watch parties where you get to interact directly with me, and uncensored reaction videos with 100% opacity for an extra level of enjoyment. You'll also receive exclusive loyalty badges and custom emojis just for members. So click that join button below to enjoy your members only perks today. But Midorima doesn't have time to celebrate, he just has time to fix his glasses. And I noticed that Akashi's eyes are now the same. Okay, so Kuroko is wearing a wristband, but they're black. I still wonder what this guy does for a living. He's just dropping tons of money. And he's got the Asian glow. He got a red face from the alcohol. Shh. I'm kind of liking Mukun's personality related to how much he likes snacks. Sorry, another alarm. Yeah, I like Kisei's personality. I wish Kisei would have done more in that game because he's one of my favorite characters. And Kuroko and Kagami have an important announcement. I think it's so cute how they're close friends. They're so different. I think it's interesting that he's making this announcements at nighttime, kind of to make it more dramatic. NBA. That's the right move for Kagami. If that's your end goal, you gotta sacrifice some things to achieve that goal. This is painful because you want him to stay, but you also want him to succeed in his own dreams. And that's a good friend from Kuroko. I forgot how old Kagami is, so 10th grade, I think, because they're all first years. So that's an important time to really develop. I like that. The fact that you thought that hard about it is good enough for us. I think it communicates just how much he cares about this team. So it wasn't easy for him to leave. And we have Aomine picking his ear. America. I think it'll be interesting for Akashi to pursue that dream. That was the coolest movements, though. That orange electricity and that 3D background. Interesting that they chose still shots at the end. I love how they still want to play as like a parting gift. That just goes to show how passionate they are about basketball. Never too tired to play another game of basketball. Yeah, he could probably still play pretty well with just his right hand. I think it would have been cool if they played outdoor on the street as their final game. You see how Kagami was stretching like that? But one thing funny is see how the coach's dad still has a red face, being buzzed from the alcohol. So cool. This is one of the saddest scenes because there are so many times where I would have to see friends off from college that I would not see for a while at the airport. Kind of reminds me of that. I love his confidence. That scrolling animation is really good. That looks CG though. And this is where you have your final emotional breakdown of how much you're going to miss your friends. And when it finally hits you, how much you appreciate the people in your life. This is such a touching scene. And the fact that it's between two friends. But he knew he couldn't do it without his buddy Kuroko. Ah, this gives me goosebumps all over again, man. And he's just vomiting emotion that every time he sees a challenge, he can overcome it because of what Kuroko has taught him. And the tears just flowing. And Kuroko's crying too, yeah, wiping those tears. Because he knows he can handle it. Yes. Ah, tears are flowing. Eyes are glistening. All Kuroko wants is a fist pump. That would be great for a sequel for him to come back from the NBA and play together with the Generation Miracle players who are playing maybe professionally all over the world. That would be a good second part movie. I really like this design. I don't know if this is what modern manga looks like, but maybe this is what digital manga looks like. But how each section is created by the path of a basketball and very good color scheme. I feel like these are posters by themselves. Yeah, I knew there was an end scene. I like Mukun's pants. Kind of stylish. Now, Aomine is going to try to make his own dream of the NBA. He's good enough. Just not as organized or putting in the work ethic.
緑間の言う通りだ。加賀にはプレイするステージが変わっただけだ。俺たちがバスケを続けていれば戦えるさ。
I think it's cool that Kuroko's running back to his own seirin team because that's his home. Those are his boys, and those are the team that he's gonna ride and die with. Vorpal Swords. Wow, that was an awesome movie. We expected great animation, we expected great sound effects from all the dunking and the passing. I'm glad I was able to enjoy that movie experience with the headphones. I think it's so cool that the entire movie was pretty much just one long game. And I like how we were able to just kind of dive into the ups and downs of a whole game. And one thing I've expected from anime is that whenever you think things got crazy, they find ways to make it even crazier. And then once you think it can't get any crazier, then they get even crazier. And I think that ending scene where both Awamine and Kagami are dunking together with opposite arms, like one person using the right arm, one person using the left arm, matched together to dunk over Nash. I think it's just so fitting. And for Kuroko to issue that last pass, I knew Kuroko was going to be involved in some way, but also the entire gym and the entire team cheering for them to finish the basket for the pride of all the Japanese basketball teams in that gym was really special. I really do hope they make another movie because I feel like this series was too short. For Haikyuu, of course, we wish that would have been longer, but we had 4 really long seasons, and Kuroko no Basket only had 3 seasons. So if you know if there's any chance that they're going to make another one, let me know, and I can put that on my calendar. But thank you so much for following me along this Kuroko no Basket series. Make sure you follow me on my next journey where I watch Blue Lock. I've already posted the first and second episodes, so I'm looking forward to watching that anime with you together.